Alright, so the dust has settled, the lottery has come and gone, the actual on sale has come and gone. I imagine, if you wanted to hop online right now and buy yourself a lawn seat, I'm not sure, Dick's, I'm assuming Dick's sold out. Probably should have looked that up before I hit record here, but we'll just assume that Dick's sold out, that you can't hop online right now and buy a ticket. And even Alpharetta, a lot of people getting shut out in the lottery this time around for all the shows. I always had pretty good luck with the lottery as far as actually getting the ticket. The type of ticket it was another story. And I'll usually just put in for one. I'll take one ticket. Usually just one ticket, so maybe that's an easy request to fill, so that's why I always have pretty good luck. I think the Nutter Center last summer was actually the first time I put in for one ticket in the lottery and did not get it. But even then, I think I might have put in floor only. I used to just put in one ticket. I didn't care. Usually ended up on the lawn or somewhere in the upper deck of Wrigley Field. Just some horrible seats. One time I scored an awesome seat, but other than that, the other times, I don't know how many times I've actually used the Phish tickets by mail. Maybe a dozen shows or something. Always had a lot of luck. A lot of people getting shut out. Alpharetta for sure. Even the show in, they play in Raleigh. Now Austin, I didn't hear anybody complaining about getting the fist for the Austin show. There's always that one show on tour, I guess, that's just the city that's like, whoa, where'd that one come from? Nobody really cares. Nobody's going. For a while, a couple of years there, those were the shows I was going to. I didn't plan it. It wasn't my goal. It wasn't a strategy on my part, but you would have thought, like, what did he do? Did he look at the tour dates and pick the shows that just nobody wanted to go to? Well, Starlight's a cool venue. That's why I wanted to go there, and I don't know why else. I was going to be in Alabama. I was like, well, that's not too bad of a drive. It's a horrible drive. Then I had to drive home from Kansas City. It was a great time, but man, what a bad idea. Choosing the Alabama show, or was it? That was either the year they were in Tuscaloosa or Pelham. Actually went to 2 years in a row, the Alabama shows. Blossom mixed in there. So maybe, and then I did the Charles. I'm all over the place here as usual. A couple years ago, though, fall tour opener, I think it was 2016, maybe. Charleston, is that right? Somebody will correct me. 15 or 16, whatever it was. I just hopped on the computer that morning at the time of the on sale. No problems. Got floor tickets. I thought, oh wow, that's easy. Cool, man. Boy, that's not the story for most venues. I mean, there's always going to be problems with shows at MSG, Dick's, whatever. Just wonder maybe if the hype train's not moving a little quicker now, post Baker's Dozen. What's going on with this light, man? Seriously. Oh, here we go. Now it's yellow. Going to be getting green soon. So, I don't know. MPP, I guess, pavilion seats were gone. Most of the time, it's just a nightmare. You're just sitting there, waiting, looking for the best available. And then like an hour and a half later, finally it spits out some lawn tickets at you. I've heard that horror story many times. But it just seemed, doing no research at all other than glancing at Twitter a couple of times and hearing from a few people, it seemed like tickets were tough this time. Tougher. Except for Austin. Apparently Austin, in my own mind, was an easy ticket. You could probably get online right now and still get a great ticket for that Austin show. Maybe not. People in Texas, anybody in Texas sees this video, be like, what the hell are you talking about? Better put that cowboy hat on and that fake mustache that you had in the Instagram photo back on, boy, and get down here. Only two things come from Texas. Trey Anastasio's one of them. You don't want to know. I'm not going to talk about what the other one is right here on YouTube. So I don't know. I didn't put in for any tickets for the lottery. I didn't play the hustle this morning. And normally my rule is, I don't have to stick to my own rules. That's what's great about making up your own rules. You can break them. Nobody cares. You're the only one that knows about them. Unless you get online and start telling people your rules. But anyhow, my rule is, like, if you want to go to a show, buy a ticket just like a normal human being. Either put in for the lottery, get your ass online, maybe even have somebody buy it for you, but secure your ticket. Uh-oh. Camera going to go down on this turn? Oh, no. Sure did. Was getting ready to brag about the handling on the Kia, and the camera went down. Damn. So, anyhow, so that's my rule. I'm like, look, I didn't put in for the lottery. I did no hustling today. So that's it. I'm out. Look, if somebody could offer me a ticket. If it was in Austin, I probably wouldn't go. So anyhow, I don't even know if I'm going to go. Hopefully by the summer I'll be more fired up and I'll be able to get a ticket somehow. You know, I'm starting to become a little bit of a lawn snob. I don't know if I can do the lawn anymore. You know, I used to not care. Be like, whatever, cool. Man, turn your brights off, dude. Man, what is up with people these days? I feel like these people driving nowadays, man, they don't turn their brights off. It's just like a courteous thing to do. You see a car coming at you, turn them fuckers down, man. I don't know, maybe it's one of these new cars with these crazy headlights. Modern cars, man, the headlights ain't what they used to be. Driving around a Model A with a couple of flashlights sticking out of the hood, basically. Now, man, it's like a space launch. Man, I think that guy had his brights on, though. It really grinds my gears, you know. Been taking this same route back to the house every night. Not my house. Still haven't got that figured out. Every night from work, so maybe I'm just not used to driving in dark areas where someone might have their brights on. It might be a new fad. Could have been going on for years. I wouldn't know. I've been doing a lot of driving in locations where people use their brights. Really gotten away from Phish. Yeah, I got me, man. He blinded me. Blinded by the lights. So that's it. Right now, just not really getting fired up about Phish. I like doing all the other stuff though still. Like looking in, seeing where they're playing, seeing how people did, getting their tickets, what shows are people fired up about. I still like all that. I just don't actually like listening to the music right now. It's weird. Maybe for summer tour, I'll do those recaps that I originally did. I'll just do a recap of the set list, not even listen to the show. Still tell everybody what I think. Might go back to that for a tour. You know, that'll fizzle out pretty quickly, and then hopefully by fall tour, I'll be all fired up. This damn weather is what it is. You know, I know you hear people get cabin fever. Just like getting all antsy to get out and do something. I don't get that. I hate being cooped up in the house all winter. Weather sucked around here for the last month or more. Since around Christmas, the weather's been horrible here. A couple of nice days. But instead of just like getting antsy and getting all fired up and making summer plans and just thinking about the good old days a few months down the road, good old days, I guess you know what I'm saying. The good times ahead. I'm just like, I lose my spirit for everything. I just hate everything. I'm not interested. I don't care. I don't even like those guys. You know, I haven't gone that far, but it's not really interested. At work, still rocking headphones, listening to a lot of podcasts. Still sneaking in. Most events aren't planned every now and then, though. Maybe a couple Slayer songs, a couple hits from Flo Rida. Got some weird shit on my phone. I don't even know how it gets there. I put it on there. That's how it gets there, but it's a little embarrassed I admitted to that Flo Rida thing. Sorry about that. I don't really listen to them that often. Got a couple good songs. What do you want? Sorry. He's a little corny. I mean, boy, that went up. I mean, that ended quick for that guy. He was cool. He was a hot thing for like 4 minutes. Then it was all of a sudden you're a fucking dork if you're listening to that. So anyhow, I gotten away from it again. Haven't been up to too much. Talk about some other things. Rewatched Game of Thrones with my mom. She really had no idea. It's not really her thing, you know. She was being nice though. She knew I wanted to watch it, and if we're hanging out, she's gonna let me pick what we want to watch. And I think she got into it. She likes Jon Snow. She claims she saw more boobies though in these last 7 seasons than she had seen in her entire life. So I gotta tell you what kind of TV she's watching. Then there was a scene or two every now and then they showed a man's penis. She said she didn't even know that was allowed. So, well, it's not that it's not allowed. It's just, you know, any guy, anybody's down for a pair of titties on screen on HBO. I mean, you're tuning into HBO, you're almost expecting some breasts. Penis, however, nobody wants to see that shit. You know, maybe in the 80s you got a glimpse of Mel Gibson's ass every now and then. That was about as far as it would go. I mean, they figured everybody would be fired up about Mel Gibson's ass in the 80s was a big deal. What the hell's going on? Oh, I hope that did not screw up the recording. What's going on over there? Oh, the battery's dying. All right, people. The battery's dying. That's telling me it's time to wrap it up. Haven't really been focusing on this drive either. It's going to get me one of these days. Knock on vinyl. All right, guys. So, covered the Phish tickets, how they're kind of tough to get. Not really interested in going to any shows right now. Sorry to hear about Paige's father. We didn't talk about that, though, as I do a recap of the video here. Talked about Mel Gibson's ass, penis and titties on Game of Thrones. Yeah, I think we pretty much covered the important stuff. All right, guys. Boom. we're out of here.